I am so happy that they took the shit off immediately on Disgaea 7. Like, what if a person accidentally left this on? Oh, is this how I'm supposed to be playing the game? Now, I'm not sure what happened, but this used to be $89.99 price tag for Canada, which is already one thing, because I checked my purchase history. I paid $84 with it because it came with the 10% launch discount. And there was no other DLC or any other stuff other than art book, I guess. Item boosts in Disgaea are never really needed, so obviously never bought it. Same for 7. Apparently 7 came after the launch. I did not see this here, but it came with all this other DLC stuff that came with bundles. What you wanted to get. So just to start off, we have July. We'll say July because that's the start of the month. And I bought this for the Switch earlier, and then it came to PC later, and I was like, well, why not? Playing this game for several weeks non-stop, and have to say, yeah, it is the better 6. That is the TLDR, and people have voiced their opinions too. I have yet to do a detailed review and whatnot, and I kind of want to do like an informative review video too later. Unfocus? No? Oh god, I'm moving plein air in the back. Oh geez, this will be... What do I got going on here? What? I am actually playing 2 games at once. That's great. Anyways, the good news is that my save is there. I don't know if this is like the best setup. Maybe I can make these windows slightly bigger. Okay. That's how we're gonna do it. We'll use keyboard as much as we can. We can use controller for this, but we can't use controller for that, otherwise it's gonna block. Okay, Disgaea 6 time. I'm done post-game on 6 and 7. Everything's done. 100%. The super boss is dead. Looks like I clocked in that many hours there too. Disgaea 7 was, well... yeah, these numbers are just, again, ridiculous. Like, I can understand billions, but trillions now? Like, no, that's horrible. Especially when the game starts you off into the millions, because that was like the first thing too. Because we're gonna go start this game. Okay, so like, your first encounter is this. And they had a special frickin' text for the level, apparently. Like, look at the bottom left. Like, what is that? Here's my biggest complaint about, obviously, Disgaea 6, and obviously I bitched about it all the time, was the fact that you start out strong. This is a big red flag. Why not start me out like any other RPG, right? You compare... If you immediately set the bar like this, you're not gonna, like, wow or impress anybody else. Because, like, if you say, oh yeah, I got, like, 10 attack, 10 defense, 5 mana, whatever. Whatever the stat the RPG is you're comparing to, and then you compare it to Disgaea, and then Disgaea, you know, 100 hours later, it's like, yeah, I got 10 billion. It's like, huh? That's cool. But when you start off as 1 million or 3 million attack in this case, it's like, what number is it going to go to? You've already set that expectation high, so you're only going to go a little bit higher. The best analogy I can give for this is upgrading to a new and better monitor for your gaming system. When you have a 60 hertz monitor and upgrade to a 144, you get more wowed than going from 144 to, say, 240. Even though that's a bigger jump, there's not that much of a difference in terms of performance and effect from 60 to 144. 144 to 240 whatever is like, okay, whatever. It's just a little bit faster. Again, it goes back to the cookie clicker analogy. What the hell is assembly anyways? Skill shop. Is it down here? Because yeah, they had 2 spots. The cheat shop, dark assembly. Character cannot be created because there's no space in the party. That was one thing that I hated in this game, was the fact that if you wanted max XP, you wanted to like fill every space with a printy so they can kill off each other. Also, it seems like I do have DLC characters. I, honest to God, do not remember how I got them. I'm wondering if they came included in the post-game. The complete edition is that, so I guess they just came with the game. They came with the game. Trying to remember what you've done in a video game after how many years is just crazy. Like, this game became a cookie clicker. It went from caves to M's, to B's, to T's, and then QT's. It's like, really? It didn't need all that. I guess the one really good thing that Disgaea 7 didn't do was this demerit shit. This demerit shit was just awful. Because, like, you had to perform something in order to unlock something only for that character. And this included reincarnation stats, uncapped levels, and stuff to do. It was just terrible. And yeah, this game encouraged literally dying. That's another thing I didn't like, because I like doing a no-down playthrough. There's achievements for dying, and you need to be dying with the printies that, you know, explode each other for massive levels. See if I can replicate that. But yeah, just like, at first glance, like, when you see this, even from like an outside perspective, yeah, there's just tons of numbers, but there's just too many numbers now that it just doesn't even make any sense. Hell, even the jump goes above 100, which is just like, why do you need to do that? HP's 1, that must be Secret Recon. And let me see here. Unstable power. Hey, that's nice. These icons aren't the same unlike they are in Disgaea 7, because we look at Convert Force, Counter Contempt, or Unstable Power. We quickly look over here. Unstable Power, Convert Force, Counter Contempt. You can see that they're all the same stat icon, which is just really nice. It's the same skills. They're all really strong, hence why I also use them here. These ones are different icons, it seems. Which is like, already a red flag. Oh yeah, the mana is just ridiculous. Like, what is this? Deleted characters cannot be reverted. You can delete these characters? Well, I've always wanted to delete Fuka. So like, this screen is already like ancient. You have to scroll to get characters, you know, what you want. And it's always been that since Disgaea 1. It's like, this shit is just, it's ancient. It's a terrible way, because like, you always start at the fighter. And it's like, if you go to the right, it's monsters. You go to the left, it's humans, right? You go to here. You point and click, and if you needed to go down faster, humans, here you go. Or if you needed to go up, boom, monsters again. Like, this is already 1,000 times a bigger improvement. So now we have a crab made, which is kind of what I want to, like, this is the first thing I wanted to check right away, because Disgaea 7, and as you can tell, he is detailed to walk sideways. So they do walk sideways too. Okay. I didn't play a lot of crab, so they do have that little bit of detail, that level of detail there, which is good. I was under the impression they wouldn't. The biggest thing I really dislike is the fact that they have these two rooms separate. They should be in one room. This is just ridiculous, just to go into a loading zone and then go over here. Like, why can't they just slam these two idiots over here? There's tons of room. It looks like they have the very similar base, with like all this pool of stuff coming down. I go here, and as you can tell, it's almost identical. But apparently this is a ship to the storyline, so we will use him for a fight. So now I want to check out, oh yeah, and this jump, just, it looks so out of place compared to this kind of jump. I'll get my Thiefy out so it looks almost identical. Yeah, it does, like, the whole place moves, as opposed to, say, like, it hardly changes the camera. It just, it doesn't look like a, it looks like he's just jumping for the sake of jumping. You look like you're jumping because you want to go somewhere. That already, like, it just, it feels better. This you will have to pay for. It's not in the base game. None of this. None of this. So, I will say Disgaea 6 did that one better, but you don't need it. That's the other thing. You don't need all that DLC shit for Disgaea 7. That actually showed how many times you died and all this healing and SP information, but it's capped, which is completely pointless. But again, I like going for no down playthroughs, so this in other Disgaeas was harder to get. But when it came to Disgaea 7, with the evil gacha, this thing is like the best thing in the world. This thing is just insanely good. Too good. And it's how you get your extracts, and these items are very strong. even like when you go do the low level stuff, all these weapons here are very high stats. So when you start unlocking this in the story, like these can carry you so hard. And as you spend more and collect more, you get more. It's like, holy shit. So this was like a big win all around. I will say when it comes to the post game, maybe it needs a bit of a tone down or a nerf because like it was, and still is, blatantly broken. I don't know how they're going to deal with this, but I'd say this is probably like the best thing Disgaea's ever done. Just the hospital system, because this hospital system is just ancient. Absolutely ancient. Like, yeah, you take health damage and you get a muscle, woo. You heal SP and you get an orb, woo. You die a lot and you get these funny little snacks and these emblems, woo. Like, I guess Disgaea 6 and 7 did the correct thing just by having one shot for all your stuff. This is huge, this is good. And I guess item world means all of that same item becomes that level. I did not like that because what if I wanted a clean, you know, fist item? Well, I can't get that anymore because now I have to pay for more money. Not like that's a big issue, but the thing is now this level wasn't proper or how a lot of Disgaea enthusiasts make a perfect item. You know, say back in Disgaea 1, 2, 3, hell, even 4 days. Disgaea 5 is a little more lenient, so there's that. Also D2. No real complaints about the item shop. I just, again, I really wish they didn't do these levels. Having a level 26 fairy dust, like, what the heck? I don't know, it's just like, this is now confusing me. I'm still confused why they did this. The only positive I could say is like, yeah, sure, you can have a stronger item on all your characters now, but where's the legendary or the rare or the epic, you know, rank? Wouldn't you want to have that on all your characters? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Disgaea 7 went with very basic, innocent. They're all stat-based. No statistician, no super attack this, no ailment that. So, which I do and don't like, because they shifted it towards more of the property system, which I think is better, which makes it for more unique items, but at the same time, you have less control of what items you want to create. So there's both good and bad to it. So I'm on the fence of the whole innocence being changed, because now every time in Disgaea 7 when you want to pull an innocent, you know, have max hit, max SP, max defense, max, you know, max attack, you're never going to have like a mix of items. And like having these innocents inside the item when you do an item boss kill, it won't transfer the stats like other Disgaeas would. So yeah, they made it simpler, which I think is good. But it's just unfortunate we don't have like the extra stuff that we have here. And I'm still 50-50 about it because, like, again, you have more control of the items, whereas Disgaea 7, it's more onto the property side of things. Yeah, you spend all this quadrillion mana, like, even the HUD can't even, like, figure what's going on. Enhance power. Can I even enhance it? Oh, and then you specify the level. Oh, this is just... Why? That was like the first impressions that I had with Disgaea 6, was just like... When the game was first released, it was confusing me, and I mean, like, I've done all the other Disgaeas. It was just like, what the hell? Why is it so confusing? Holy shit. And like, again, the HUD can't even like figure what's going on. How can you quickly tell if, like, will I have enough SP to be casting that skill efficiently, too? That's kind of, like, the point I'm trying to get at. It's just like, okay, 7 trillion. Do I have enough for 7 trillion? Let me boost that again. So, how much mana did Mysador have? That's hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillions. So it's like this digit here. It's like, without seeing all that information, it's just too much. See, when it came to Disgaea 7, it's like, okay, we can manage these numbers a little bit better. So if I wanted to enhance a skill, as you can tell, it only goes up to 9, which makes more sense. Okay, I can see it uses, you know, for this instance, less than 1 million. That's easy to remember. Okay, do I have enough for less than 1 million? Yes. I can see right there. Much better. And here's 4 million. 4 million. Oh yeah, no problem. This is like... Okay, 7 trillion... Oh, it's here? Wait. It's millions, billions, trillions. Yeah, it's here. Okay. Like, holy, why are these numbers so huge? It feels like it's just try-harding a little too much. And obviously the 99,999,999, like, yeah, I get more 9s is cool, but like, do we need all that? Then we have Evil D's, which is learn from the classes, which is what you master. Similar to Disgaea 7, obviously. So if I go here, you have classes, which are a lot less to create. As you could tell, there's only like 1 gender for each class. And the monsters, there's like barely any. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 monsters in the game. It's like, really? Go to Disgaea 7. How many do we have here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 monsters. So we're like doubling the monster count. And then it has all the regular classes, which is, yeah, that's pretty standard for a proper Disgaea. Because like you look at Disgaea 4, 3, I'll even 2, there's a lot of humanoid and monster units. Disgaea 6 was just, this is so bare bones. Like, this is pathetic. Yeah, the thing about the juice bar in 6 was it spends not only the juice bar, but money itself. So it was kind of hard early game, but late game, you had a lot of stuff anyway, so it wasn't really such a big deal late game. It feels like you can use it any time, but I only use it late game because I didn't want to be like super OP anyways, but you could easily get super OP anyways. And yeah, these numbers are a little bit easier to work with. It's like whatever extra X you get, okay, I want like 100 more attack, boom. I can get it. I don't need to pay for it. Why the hell do I have to pay for this shit? After farming it, it just blows my mind. But yeah, it looks like they did the classes differently. So instead of going to you, we're just gonna go to our crab. Select a topic. So then you just select all this. Wow, look at this grind. Look at this grind compared to the ordeals that I have to do. Oh, okay, cool. I want this. Yep. Oh, look at that. I master the classes. Cool. Yay. Look at all this grinding that you had to do here. When, meanwhile, Disgaea 7 was like, yeah, you gotta put in some work and learn the characters. And grind every single character out on top of, you know, your weapon mastery too. It's like, I could just do this? Like, oh my god. And then now I can go to my characters, and now I can go to here and go to status. Oh look, I have shit on my demerits. I'm just gonna accept all. There we go. Now I saw the spam every single button, and it's like, oh my god. Now I get these useless items. Yay, woo! Back to not only reincarnate, but super reincarnate. Now I can go to the crab again. Super reincarnate you. Grab you. And now I can just put in your stats. Cool. Then there's unlock abilities, which is you need these are karma. So in order to do a level break, I need more karma. Yeah, I guess let's just use the juice bar. Yeah, that's what it was. It was awesome, right? Did I get enough uses? I don't know. Let me go check. Status, demerits. So if I hit accept all, 500 karma. 1,000 karma, 10,000, 50,000. Yeah, level limit break. So you're kind of capped to 9,999, and without using the juice bar so much, it's like, oh my god. So you kind of need that, and then you can go into Carnage, then Raksasha, then Yasha, which is... you just scroll bar, down you go. And as you can see here, we got the printing world, then human, musical, TV, magic, right? And then human again, music again, TV again, magic school again. It's like, the way they did the story was awful. Like, they literally just said, oh, we don't have any cool ideas, so let's just repeat the same ideas. And it's like, god awful. Then you can get into Zed's world, you know, actual part of the story. Why are you into the keep? Because it's part of a flashback. And then more flashbacks and more reasoning, and then you're back there anyways, and yeah, isn't that cool?
When you get in my way.
Bonus system is obviously different, but I think Disgaea 7 does its bonus system a lot better. And yeah, the XP too, it's shared amongst all characters, which is really dumb. So if you have more characters on the field, all of them get the same XP. I only just have Zed out, which is fine. The way to cheese that is to hog all XP and triple it, so we'll do that later. You can check the Evil D list in Disgaea 6, which is really nice, because I can't do that for Disgaea 7. I check the Evil D list here, I go like, which one's this one? That is one complaint I have. Like, even though I labeled it as support adjacent or support for ball or attack jumbo, that's as much detail as you can put, but it doesn't seem like I can check the, you know, what's the Evil T inside that group. That is one good thing I can say about 6, is like, I can see what's going on. But I guess the rename system kind of fixes it for you, so I guess both are good and bad. But if I were to say which one's better, Disgaea 7. Get more slots and you can actually see what it is, because like now I have to check every single one individually and be like, okay, what is this one what I've been using, or is it this one? Because it has, oh, that's supporty stuff. Okay. The NPCs talking should shut up. Okay, look at this. Oh, I can use it on these Prennies. Oh, but I can't use it off of Zed. This would have no effect. But I can use it on the new crab. Boom. Disgaea 7, I hope they fix this later. I can go to the scroll shop and create a, you know, the soft sword. Right? And then if I were to use it, grab the item. Oh, it seems like Fuji can learn it, right? No. Why? Oh, what about Al? Oh. And I have to menu again. I'd say that was a good part in Disgaea 6 that I liked. If I remember correctly, we should have 5 gods of destruction. Here we go. Yeah, and they have the, why are their stats so huge? Am I able to kill these? I can't remember. I don't think I can't. Wait, no, those are billions. What's selfies? Okay, you got trillions. Right. You can kill. Assuming that 1 HP isn't scary enough. Yeah, so that should work. So before we get started, the one thing I kind of want to point out is the auto battle. The way the auto battle worked in 6 was you could just do it any time, and then the AI just takes over, which was both good and bad. The good is like, yeah, if you make a mistake, then you can recover from it, or you need to tweak something, there you go. And I guess the bad part of it is it's just that's the way they balanced it for the game, because, you know, if you needed to do something, as you saw in the menu, I've done the stage like thousands of times. Yeah, that's literally needed. Disgaea 7, the gasoline or whatever. So if I wanted to say farm this ordeal stage or whatever, you're only limited to gasoline, and on top of that you have to have it perfect, meaning you complete the battle with AI with no player intervention, and then you can get a skip that multiplies your rewards, XP and mana, all that other stuff, for how much gas you want to burn. Disgaea 6 was known for the introduction of its AI, and the way they balanced it was just absolutely terrible. Oh yeah, and thank you for the comment there, Arrow Octo Instincts. The more turns you spend is more gas spent, so typically you want to one turn everything. And it's just better that way in general. So can you one-shot the entire map? Cool. Great. If not, well then you're doing it wrong. That's there's no other question. These numbers are just ridiculous. It even confused me, and this was like the farm map. So the reason why we have 100 printies ready to go is, as you can tell, the DI is called printy abuse. Oh, I kind of skipped turn. Whatever. There's some glitchiness with the auto battle too. If you turn it on and off, sometimes it does skip. And I don't know why it did that there. But I wanted to stop it and say, the printies have an evil T that literally takes more than 10 units out of the base panel because their death doesn't count as a unit.
I shall go forth.
And then there you go. It was supposed to be done with one character. I didn't obviously fix Zed or Etna there, but basically you just have one killer and you kill each of the gods of destruction each turn, whatever. But that doesn't matter because we still have the XP being shared onto our made crab. And now on to the next point is the bonus system. The bonus system was both, I don't want to say outdated. Some people like the change for the bonus system, and myself personally, some people didn't. Once you hit the late game for Disgaea, it's one turn stuff. Sure, this was 2 turns. I can obviously optimize it, but a lot of grind things, especially in Disgaea 7, is just 1 turn. Right, I could just go out here. My bonus gauge is different. It's like, oh, now you have objectives, you know. Can you do it with just, you know, without taking too many attacks? Can you do it with, you know, less deployed units? Can you do it in a certain amount of turns? And honestly, I like this one better because, again, it's more of 1 turn favor, as well as it's great for early game and late game. It's just far more innovative instead of the classic this you have to build up combos, you have to keep attacking the same unit. What if you have too many strong characters in your base panel? What if there's no geos onto the map? There's lots of problems where you're gonna have to like fist and fork just to get, you know, for example, this killer bow. It's terrible. Just terrible. I don't like it. And if you need a certain item just for, you know, completion purposes, or if you need to, say, get a legendary Arcadia, and then you gotta check this all the time, it's like, ugh. And if it's at the top, it's like, oh my god, this is gonna be a pain in the ass. So there's both good and bad, but I see the Disgaea 7 missions better. Way better. Here's all that XP, it's like, oh, okay. Then who's it going to? Jerry, or made crab. And yeah, I didn't use the juice bar a lot, but this is supposed to get you to 99 million in a couple attempts, if I remember correctly. I gotta go back to my guides and how I set everything up, but just for today's stream, I'm just kind of like showcasing stuff. So the XP was like both good and bad, and I'd say more bad in Disgaea 6, because like now you can take your most strongest unit and attack something, which we did. We took Zad, Etna, and Miria, for example. They're the ones that did all the heavy lifting. They should get the XP. No, it gets shared. And the way to abuse that is what we did earlier with the Dark Assembly. Now it all gets moved to the crab. So it's like, why? It's just, why? If I kill that enemy, I should get stronger. That is just the most basic form of any RPG. For them to stray away from that was like, now you're confusing everyone. You're not teaching, say, a person that wants to go back to Disgaea 5 or 4. No. Terrible. And yeah, the 9s are just ridiculous again. Like, this game doesn't turn into maximum numbers. It turns into a cookie clicker, because as you can tell, you know, these numbers can be normal, especially when you start playing for the first time in Disgaea 6. Oh, you get like 79. Okay, now you get 79,000 with a K. And now you get 79 million with an M. Oh, now you're going to get 79 billion with a B. Now you're going to get 79 trillion. And then quintillion and it's not even about the numbers anymore. They're just too freaking high. It's a cookie clicker. And if I go back here, there's the change difficulty again, right? There's the Raksasha, which is what we just completed. Now, if I go to normal, Carnage, Raksasha, it's like, why? Like, these numbers are the Ks, here's the M's and B's, and here's the T's and QT's. It's like, why? Oh yeah, we have auto on. I can turn it off and check stuff. Now the numbers are significantly lower, the levels are lower, and that's part of Disgaea culture. You know, you beat the game on normal, then you get the Carnage. But why introduce even a third at that point? Why can't they just balance normal and Carnage like a normal video game? They were like, oh wait, we can't think of anything more powerful. Let's just copy and paste and call it Raksasha and add another 0 and change another letter. It's just dumb. Because now you're not turning the game into something fun where you feel more powerful after you defeat this now different god of destruction, or Baal, the endgame boss of all Disgaeas. You don't feel that strength, you don't feel that growth, you just feel like a chore. It's a chore. And do this over and over again. That's how you get all your levels and shit. Those are bonuses again. And like I said, here's all the XP being shared. I gotta kill my Prinnies now, but I'm not gonna save my game. I need them to stay at level 1, so if I make a screw up, then yeah, they're now getting XP. It's hard to control who gets what. And sure, the Dark Assembly fixes it, but it's just dumb. It's really dumb. The core game itself took away the Disgaea element of, you know, grind, the learning, the min-maxing, the skill training, the evil T learning, the weapon mastery learning, the, you know, the special skill stuff. You know, fists can move characters, spears can move your character. Swords do lots of damage, spears have a bit of range but less attack, bows have unidirectional range, guns have long straight lines of range. Like, you don't really see that in Disgaea 6. It just turns into this auto mess of a chore, because that's, well, the biggest game selling point was, hey, we introduced auto. But look at this shit. This is how many times I left my game overnight or playing during stream last, you know, year and a half. It's like ridiculous. This is, did I do this like 30,000 times? I don't know. Seeing Disgaea 7, it's like, oh cool, I can get stronger. Because again, like when you first start the game, which we'll show in a bit, you start off as level 9,999. Disgaea 7, you go to, we'll just use you for example. You start off with these low numbers, like numbers that you can work with. And then you can see the cool growth. It's like crazy, much better. Yeah, here's a level 1, perfect. Like this, like you start small, you go big, you feel good about your damage when you actually work your ass in a game. This is like, is this actually damage? I don't know, it's a lot of numbers. And I get it, Disgaea is known for big numbers, but they don't need to go to the moon. It's just, oh. So, take notes of what's gonna happen.
Well then, shall we begin? I'm terribly sorry, but it seems to be a direct hit. With all due respect, you're full of openings. I must insist you take your leave.
Alright, so that's Disgaea 6. So now we have better music, obviously. So Deep Impact, here it is. Look at the difference with this.
Are you prepared for this? I'm terribly sorry, but it seems to be a direct hit. With all due respect, you're full of openings. I must insist you take your leave.
So the biggest difference is every time your character hits during a special attack, it does damage. You see, and this was a thing in previous Disgaeas too. It was, you take hits for every, you know, slash, bang, shot, throw, fire, every boom, your special attack user, whether it be the enemy or yourself, performing that attack on. Disgaea 6, on the other hand, does it at the end of the attack, which is such lack of detail, such lack of whatchamacallit, it's just laziness. And I don't know if this is something to do with resource intensing or, you know, resource management. I guess, forget I said intensive. Anyways, resource management, if that's the case, because this game was like heavily forced on auto. Maybe that was the reason, but it's just, it lacks the feeling. And it's not just one character move, it's all. Every Disgaea 6 special. So we can do Prinny Dance off of you.
Hey, dude! Hey, dude! Yeah, dude!
The way Disgaea 6 does it is play cutscene, end cutscene, show damage. Which is like, again, all specials do that.
Hey, dude!
So I can take Prinny Dance again, and then we can just watch it.
Hey, dude! Yeah, dude! Hey, dude!
Does the damage right as soon as that pan hits the fighter's head. It's just, that small level of detail is just so much better. The biggest change that I was happy to see between 6 and 7, it just looks better. As opposed to just throwing it at the end as shovelware. It's like, oh my god. I guess I'm actually impressed that they got the sideways walking crab in 6, because again, I thought they didn't. Oh, it looks like I gotta really get out of the habit of that, but that's fine. So if I move, yeah, he moves sideways, which is correct. And then of course, yeah.
It seems it's my turn.
Like, why show damage at the end? Like, that's just so much more interesting. So much more interesting. Just to see the damage go per hit. But apparently they just had to shovelware it, and it's like, eh. What was I doing for the item world? Yoshitsuna? Was I just doing this? Did I do some item worlding? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, look at item world. This is item world. Yeah. Or repeat should be F6. Okay. Repeat on. So now I can just auto. Yeah, we use the thieves for, I think, stats. Yeah, this is what I did. Okay. So yeah, imagine doing this. Like, this is so lazy. Like, I get some repetition out of it, but like... This is the most boring fucking game possible. Now I'm just playing in a mobile. Whee, woo. That was the okay part from Disgaea 6. There's auto battle and auto repeat. But again, you're still not fixing the issue of you're padding the grind so excessively. So excessively. Oh yeah, you were sweeping items and we were just farming shit. And so why were we farming items? Was it because of money? I think we were selling it because of money, because we were doing auto sell as well. Yeah, this was just farming money if I remember correctly. My point is, like, again, it's just, you're sucking the grind, the fun, the learning out of Disgaea and padding it with all this auto shit. Like, it's just boring. Woo! I'm having fun! Yeah. I mean, honestly, Zed's character isn't too bad. I don't mind him. All the other characters are just meh. Maybe Ivar. Ivar was like the only one with enough interesting fact. Like, yeah, sure. Like, even Disgaea 7 has the same issue. Once your characters and the enemy characters reach this kind of level of stats, It's like, it doesn't turn the game into a stat anymore. It turns it obviously into cookie clicker, the letters, as well as evil Ds. Like, evil Ds turn the game from, yeah, okay, stats are irrelevant, you should have some. Now, can you play the game with evil Ds? This game does a little bit of that, but not as good as how Disgaea 7 does it. Disgaea 7 with the super carnated balls, it took me 2 streams to go through 4 levels. Like, shit. It makes you think. And then all the carnage stages. Before you can hit each carnage, you have to clear the carnage stage, and they're all unique. Like this one, I had to use heals. There's reverse damage for every single character. This one was, I believe, a bit of a DPS. Nothing too crazy. This one had a crazy zombie in the center that would like put some hella stats on you. So you either got to kill her last or have units ready to go. And this one, I remember, was a bit of DPS. And then we got to like pre-jumbified units. How do you deal with that? And then we had, oh, we're gonna bring it to 1 HP each turn. How do you manage that? Oh, we got full strike units and revives for enemies. Like, it constantly changes the game for you. And it makes you think, not just the same shit over and over again. Like, yes, it's difficult. Yes, it's annoying. But that gives you more fun and excitement to enjoy. Here's a roadblock. What do I do? You don't swipe the credit card for microtransaction and be like, okay, I need better gear. I need a level skip card, or whatever bullshit AAA titles do nowadays for more XP and all this other crap. You have to get smart. It's not even get good, it's just get smart. Some of this can be cheesed via jumbo, or one via jumbo, and you know what? That's a valid strat too. How do you take a weak character that can't even compare to any of the units in the field? Well, you could just use jumbo. How do you farm jumbo? Well, you gotta take hits. How do you take hits safely? You can dodge. And then there's the Shosai. Again, it's a giant puzzle. You gotta kill him, and then you gotta kill the jumbo unit. And then we got all the carnage balls that we had to deal with. Here's ball 1, ball 2, ball 3, all different. And then all at the same time! How do you deal with a puzzle? Because, like, forget the stats. It's not about the stats anymore. It's about the puzzle. Because each character and each boss has like a crazy amount of evil Ds that you have to look out for. Big boss. Yeah, see, okay, you got cap stats. Okay, whatever. Yeah, that's a little more readable. Okay. But how do I deal with you? Oh, now I gotta learn this, deal with this, deal with that, deal with this, all this. This guy is 6. You don't deal with that. You just get stats. More stats, the better. Alright, cool. Get more stats. How do I get more stats on Disgaea 6? This game was very more centric on stats, since, you know, aggression, the fetters, and then just normal attacking with the ability squad, it seems. Yeah, I see what I was doing now. It's just, it's not even about the skills anymore, it's about the stats. It doesn't teach the player to think or to do, it just teaches you, okay, you just need to grind more. You need to auto more. You need to fill more. It's like, why? Why? Because if you take the same notion and be like, oh, okay, hang on. I got stats. Look at this Fuji guy. I got stats. Oh, I'm dead! Why did I die? I had stats! I had max everything. Because you didn't check here. Disgaea 7 does such a good job teaching the player step by step. And there's no one definite answer that is correct. You can take your party and play still however the heck you want. If you have a ton of strong characters, okay, it's a little bit easier, no different than any other RPG. Or if you have, you know, multiple characters that are good, or in my case, one character that is strong, you have to play different and according to their enemies, and, you know, so on and so forth. Then once you get one OP character, you can just make more OP characters, right? It's just so much better. The way this game educates players in a more fun environment with the jumbo system, it's just so good. And that's another thing Disgaea 6 didn't do. Where's Magi Change? You don't see Magi Change in this game. Do you? I don't think you do. I don't think you do. Okay, that should be a stage. Okay. So Innocent Town. So do you have it now? I think you do. Hopefully. Aha! Here we go. Alright. I'm screenshotting that. So that I remember. Okay. So back to my special skill bullshit talk is like, this is all you get. Right? I can't learn swords off a fighter. It has to be dedicated skills that the game predetermined. This is shit. So when it comes to spells, yeah, this is your only option. So the skills are so generic. I can't have a fighter cast, you know, Zyrelgin, the bow skill, or I can't have a thief cast Big Bang. It's like, what the hell? Where's the fun in that? Where's my customization? So you can't specify characters with different skills. It's now turning the cookie clicker with classes. So you have to have certain classes in a Disgaea game known for years where classes don't really fucking matter. You pick and choose your favorite ice cream, right? And then you get the great scoop and taste that you want. No, you have to have this, you know, wafer cone, you have to have this spoon, you have to have this sort of specific ice cream and this specific topping. It's like, no. When it came to the generics, again, these are all axe skills. I can't have them learn sword stuff despite using a Yoshitsuna. Right, there it is. 7. Nothing in axe. Why am I stuck with axe skills? Why? I want to learn Big Bang. I want to learn Dimension Slash. I want to learn Wing Slayer or whatever variants of whatever Disgaea they call it. Right? Because they change the names for certain skills per whatever. And it's not just you, it's here's a fist fighter. You're only restricted to fists on this character. Terrible. The only exception is spells. So then why even have spellcasters? It's like, because like Disgaea was known that you can just throw anything on any character and you can have fun. The only exception was uniques. Disgaea 4 did it a little interesting because you could still have like Big Bang on a fighter. So he does have these kind of skills. These are still towards a class, but it's not as forced to say how Disgaea 6 did it, right? He gets, this one says attack and HP up. Okay, sure. And this one is move and knockback 1. Cool, great. Right? But I could still at least put a fist on him. Because that'll be nice for like item world clears or some grind maps. And then, yeah, then you see other characters like this where we have full strike, which is obviously very strong, but I could still have my sword skills for when I want to get good. Right? For when I want to kill Ball, because this mecha character was definitely needed for when I needed to kill Ball on stage 2 or whatever. But I still had the full strike capability and I still have the swords. I have more customizability. So that's what Disgaea was so good for. Same thing with even like the baseline characters. It's like, this is all you get. Where's my triple strike for Zed, for God's sakes? Where's my Big Bang? Where's King of Beasts? Where's Lion's Roar? Where's Rising Dragon? Now you turn the game into classes. And yes, I understand every RPG game or anything out there has stronger classes and weaker classes and classes that do things better. That's fine. But you can't take an entire weapon mastery system that's been known for so long. Yeah, you learn fists better. Okay, cool. Why are my skills these? Just because I learned something slower doesn't mean I can't learn it. What if I wanted to learn Blade Rush? Or Boulder Crush? Yeah, I want to learn Boulder Crush on my fist fighter. No, I can't learn Boulder Crush. Oh, it has to be this guy. I can rant on this so long, but I don't want to. Look, okay, you're 6,216,871,731,880 attack. Well, that's impressive. You want to know my attack on Laharl? It's like, This isn't about stats. This is about, like, dick stroking, cookie clicker letters. Like, the massive amount of numbers. It's cool at first, but it's just nothing amazing. And speaking about numbers, too, like, again, I have to squint my eyes and be like, "Grr." Look at the HP and SP for a second. You see the problem here? Look at this. There's a little line here. Oh, that's your total HP. What if you took damage or took a hit or something? Oh, yeah. There you go. So he's doing damage. Oh my god, the counters are just unreal. But now I can visually see how much you got left, as opposed to how much damage I did. So then I can benchmark saying, okay, what do I need to do differently with Tony to be like, okay, this is what I need to improve my damage. Is it an item? Do I need to change an item? Do I need to change an evility? Do I need to change any of my stats or resistances? Disgaea 6 is just like... That's your HP. Yeah, you didn't do enough damage, so just apply more stats. Like, you don't see the line. And yeah, I get it. You don't have enough text for it. There's just no text to put a line and say that's what your total is. Like, I understand that portion, but you created a hole for yourself so you could be like, well, what do you do? So even though we did damage to him, we don't see like his total HP. Like, how much damage did I do? Yeah, sure, it flashed like, you know, maybe 1 million or a couple thousand damage. Like, I don't see that. What more damage do I need to improve, or what do I need to change? And Disgaea 6 doesn't teach that. It just tells you just get more numbers, just grind more, just auto more. The more you auto, the more you win. It's like, well, then just put this game on mobile. So overall, yeah, I guess there was some goods out of 6, but not a lot. I'd say one of them was the juice bar, or the fact that you could just take a character and just change, like, infinite a class, infinite weapon mastery, but these are so easily grindable in 7, so it doesn't really make it great. And the juice bar needs so much money and so much XP and extracts in order to cap out your character's stuff. Like, I'm obviously capped for attack here for extracts, but HP and SP obviously is the bigger thing. Even my characters in Disgaea 7 are not capped for HP and SP, and it doesn't show it here, but oddly enough, it shows it for Disgaea 7. So if I go to Fuji here, yeah, it says you're capped. That Disgaea 6 had, Disgaea 7 fixed, and opposite for the Evil T scrolls. And if I were to pick which one would be better, it'd be the Evil T scrolls, because I need to know who's learned what. Because good god. Item world. Sure, Disgaea 7 did 30 floors in terms of, you know, learning. It may not be as intensive as original Disgaea, you know, every 10 floors it's a boss, every 30 floors it's a king that also raises population, then every 100 floors is a god. I kind of like the direction of it too, because items were so incredibly bustedly strong in other Disgaeas. You get one item, you win the game. That simple. And then you find ways to dupe it, and now you can just take on 25 balls with a little effort. And I did that on Disgaea 4 with one ninja. One ninja, you can kill 25 balls. Them toning it down and making it simple, I think is a good change. However, the thing that I don't like about the item world is the item worlds themselves. They're so bare. They're so small. There's not a lot of geo symbols. And it doesn't feel lively with a lot of random elements. There's like a couple of blocks there and there, but it's not as intense as, say, Disgaea 4, 5, and hell, even 6 or 7. They're boring. Because we saw 6 during the auto, it wasn't really that good. And of course, nerfed the shit out of items because items were so strong. And they made it a little more simple and less grindy, too, I guess. Because say if you got to get a ton of rank 40 items, say if you want to be the item collectionist, it's a little bit easier that way. And the introduction of the item reincarnation, I think, is better. I don't understand why they can't move these two things over here. Why do I need to go through this? That's like so stupid. Was it an afterthought? I don't know. We have the Dark Assembly up here. Great. Cool. And now we have the cheat shop here. Cool. And even better, you literally check each world individually. Like, what if I want to go here and check out the place? Oh, now I can interact with these guys. I can duel these guys. Some of them have quests, and some of them have little secret stuff like this, and there's chests that I've already opened. So you can interact with your favorite cat girl or whatever. Yabin Yanko. Like, yeah, I want to check out this place. This place looks cool. Yeah, now I feel a part of the map. This is awesome. Yeah, sure, it's not the most exciting map, but now we got an infinite jumping thief. And yeah, and aside from all these comparisons and complaints, then there's the fights. The fights in Disgaea 6 are brain dead easy. You can play the entire story on auto. I was trying and hardly grinding. I didn't die a single time. Even when I came close, like, the fights were just too easy. And that's what I liked about Disgaea 7. Like, they started introducing, you know, more powerful units, more evil T this, bigger maps that. One thing maybe is that they can introduce more geos and stuff as for map limitations, because like even in Disgaea 4 or 5 or whatever other, they have geo symbols and panels for making things living hell for you. Like, you gotta kill that panel because it's giving him enemy turbo times 3. It's like, well, yeah, you gotta kill that panel so it's an easier boss fight. One other complaint, I guess, is the music, but nothing's like super exciting. I don't have like any memorable music here. Like, that's the title screen. It's similar to some Disgaea stuff. Maybe that one's got a tone to it, but there's no real kick. I just don't feel it. Inamoto Rock? Oh, I feel it. It feels good every time. Yeah, this is like, they brought in so much hype and now it's just gone. Cool. So teaching the players like this shit is just dumb. Now it's like, okay, now I gotta go fight these high level units. It's like, yeah, okay. How do I play this game? Oh yeah, oh, you gotta go up. Gotta use this cool little special. Oh, okay, cool. Let me just beat him up. Oh yeah, it's the cool special where it does all the damage at the end. Wow, I didn't feel anything from the fist from Zed attacking the enemy unit. It's just like, eh? That was boring as shit. You can auto the tutorial! Is that not enough of a red flag or what? End animation. Skip. So now I can just hold this. Like, why? Yeah, he's cool and strong, but... End animations on skip effect F8. Okay, whatever. I was too busy trying to figure out the controls for my very first game.
These are the best they could get to guard the darkest assembly?
Like,
They're nothing special.
terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Less talking, more hitting. Imagine speedrunning this game.
Looks like we finally finish this quick. My turn.
How do I skip you? F8?
Follow my lead.
And skip animations, there we go. Hold control.
Let's go. I'll finish this quick.
I am so happy that they took this shit off immediately on Disgaea 7. Like, what if a person accidentally left this on? Oh, is this how I'm supposed to be playing the game? Wow, now it's just turning into story mode. Oh, there's a hospital, but it doesn't even matter because characters are auto-healed anyways. Okay, what did I learn? I learned nothing. Learned nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh no, there's boxes here. Now you're gonna make me learn to play the game. Are you? Oh, I could still attack them. Oh no, I don't need to lift and throw because you put up a thing up there anyways. Why? What am I learning? I don't know, the units are moving. Oh, they're killing stuff. What about a counter? What about a special there? Oh, there we go. Holy shit, I forgot how bad this game was. Wow, you're so strong, Zed. Wow, I'm just holding an auto button and you're... Why do I need this Dark Assembly when I'm winning? Why do I need this Dark Assembly when I'm kicking ass? When I'm autoing ass? Alright, well these effects are just too boring. I want to speed everything up. Where's the learning? Where's the fun? Where's the enjoyment? There's none of that. Oh no! Geos! Yeah, I'll just do whatever. No biggie. Literally what the text says there. Who cares about these geos when I have auto battle?
I'll kill you. My turn. Hurry up.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
I'll finish this quick. Let's go.
What they should have done here is put some invincibility. It's like, okay, why is that guy not taking any damage? Or mighty enemy. Or something. No, they didn't even do that. It's like, what the f... Dude, no!
Zed, don't...
Oh, I'm almost killing him, too. If I took auto battle off, I was able to kill him. But due to the game's story... Oh, hell, I can almost kill him with auto. But, like... Oh no, we lost the game. Maybe I should be punished for using auto battle. Right? Oh look, I got levels. Maybe I should go back and grind some more. But why the hell am I even rewarded for losing? Oh, the game goes anyways. It's just so bad. You can play the entire game on auto. The entire game. This is the whole shit. Might be onesie twosie stages you have to put a little bit of effort into, but no, it's you literally auto the entire freaking game. The one thing Disgaea 6 did better than 7, the best and only praise I will give, is that they have in-game engine cutscenes. There is none of that in 7. It's all done with sprites at the beginning that we skipped. That's it. Or the character arts, however you want to call it, because sprites now is no longer a thing. So, I am so happy that they said, yo, 7, let's actually make you put in some effort and learn the game. This is just like, you're rewarding based on autoing. You're rewarding how much more time you are leaving your game idle to win the game. It's like, you gotta be kidding. And of course, this gets repeated so many frickin' times, taking 999,999,999 damage. It's just like, oh my god. You will see that for every story cutscene. It's like, how creative and cool is that? It's terrible. Okay. Oh, I died? Did I die? I don't know. Oh, now I can super reincarnate from the Dark Assembly. Do I need to do that? I don't know. I won. I won that last fight because it let me win. It said I won, right? Oh, if I'm winning, what do I need to change?
I'll send them flying.
Oh, those guys were tanky. What about this guy? Oh no, my Zed! No, my main character! We're gonna oh, wait a minute. Awesome. Oh, cool. I'm doing 29,000 damage. Why not 29 damage? This is funny. Oh, my healer died. Cool. Maybe they won't get XP. I don't know. I'm taking damage because maybe my auto isn't that strong. Yeah, maybe I need a stronger auto. Oh my. Even though my unit died, it still gets levels. Oh cool, I got more levels now. Like, this game is pathetic. Actually pathetic. Why am I gaining 1000 XP and 5 mana? Like, obviously there's some confusion here. Horrible teaching, horrible learning, horrible progression, horrible autoing. The way it was balanced for all the padding and, you know, the extracts you gotta be farming and all the levels, XP, and everything else on top of it for not only Carnage, but another difficulty called Yak Sasha or Raksasha. Complicated. Disgaea 6 did some things good, but not a lot. And I haven't even talked about the 3D models. That is a personal, you know, people like it or don't like it. However, they did the animations and special cutscenes for their, you know, special attacks. Terrible. Terrible.
Is this?
We might need to change her name from Prism Princess to Prism Bitch.
There it is. Yeah, that made me happy. That's the only highlight for Disgaea 6 story for me right there. But like, you see, another issue with the story that I hated with Disgaea 6 was everything was so predictable. Like, oh yeah, my character, like, even with us, like, sifting through the cutscenes there, it was just like, yeah, you see Melodia's in despair, like, not believing in herself. And it's like, oh, I'm gonna be the person that says, don't give a shit, let's just go kick ass. It's like, you see that in all of the chapters. Like, it was so lazily done. It was awful. Just awful. I'll say it time and time again. I'm glad they, improved from 6. But yeah, level 1, it still goes back to my... A level 1 has 10,000 attack? Why? Why? A level 1 should have like 10 attack. Why does a level 1 have 10,000 attack? I gotta stop playing that game. I just have to. I'm done. I'm done. I am done with that shit. Oh, this music is just so invigorating me. It just feels good. It's more memorable. And it's like, hey, we're about to kick ass. Let's go make some money.
Let's make some money.
Like, it just has hype. It's good. It's like I'm ready to rock. And that's what Disgaea is like better for.